Top of it, top of it, top of it. It's your boy Coach One Stack, man. We tapped in, y'all. And this video is about LiL BOOSIE going to the penitentiary, man, because he ain't gonna get that 2 years. And guys, you know, like I said, leading up to his sentencing date, you're gonna see me dropping more and more content. And you know I don't like to keep y'all on, so do me a favor, man. Hit that like button, hit the notification bell, and hit the subscribe button and share this content. Y'all talk to me, I talk back. You know I'm a real one. Ain't no fancy intros, ain't no fancy outros, ain't no editing videos, just raw content each and every day, giving it to you raw. So let's talk about BOOSIE for a minute while I got time, because I don't want to be too long, man. You know, BOOSIE is a rat. BOOSIE is a snitch. Let me go ahead and put it out there. See, with LiL BOOSIE getting on these interviews, talk about, you know, I'm still trying to get a pardon. Number one, you putting yourself out there on Front Street. That's why Donald Trump is not gonna give you a pardon, because if he wouldn't give Diddy a pardon, he damn sure ain't giving you a pardon. And you ain't got enough money, bro, because we know that you BOOSIE, you owe OG Gumby from Hoover $52,000 that you ain't even paid him. So how you gonna pay $1 million for a pardon? So getting to the next thing, he is so confident in these interviews, people, that he's, man, that he's only gonna get 2 years and he's not worried and it's up to the judge. Well, that is one truthful thing that he said. It is up to the judge. But let me backtrack to some of y'all who don't know, man. I am ex-law enforcement. I did a lot of shit in the streets, and I'm delivered by God for 9 years now. It's been 9 years. So check this out. Do the math, because I don't like to talk to y'all like y'all crazy. I like to talk to you with some sense and some understanding. You take the BG, who's back out there on drugs and narcotics, which hey, we knew that was gonna happen. But the BG got 14 years for being caught with a firearm. He had never been to prison. He was a 2-time convicted felon. He got 14 years. In the federal penitentiary, y'all, in the federal penitentiary, there is a point system and there are mandatory minimums. And yes, everything is up to the judge at the end of the day. But being that BOOSIE is a 3 to 4-time convicted felon, he's already been to the penitentiary, right? He's already got caught with numerous guns. He should, off the rip, be getting more time than the BG. Press a pause. I want y'all to think about that. Marinate on that for a minute. He should be getting more time than the BG. But I believe that what BOOSIE's done, because Tootie Raww has now caught his fair case, because Tootie Raw's going away, man. He's going to get at least a 5-piece, maybe a 10-piece. Tootie Raw's probably going to get a 10-piece for what he got. BOOSIE now has to protect not only him, but his son. And with the connections that he have, if you have the connections to get to the president that quick to try to beg for a pardon, well, then you got the connections to do a proffer. And I believe that's exactly what BOOSIE did. BOOSIE has done a proffer agreement. And if you don't know what a proffer agreement is, that is snitching and your name ain't on no paperwork. Guys, I want y'all to drop in the comments below. In the comments below, if you guys would like me to drop a video on all the different ways that a person can snitch without your name being attached to any paperwork, drop that in the comments below and you will get that. You will get just that, because there are many, many, many ways, and your name don't have to be on no paperwork, and you don't have to go to court and testify and point someone out to be considered snitching. What BOOSIE has done, I believe, is a proffer agreement. And that is when you go into the police. Okay, there's a lot of these rappers, a lot of your friends that are watching this video are snitching. I care not about them because I'm not doing anything illegal. But so now what a proffer is, that's when you get in there with the police and you tell them about crimes that have happened. And they have to be able to confirm this information in order for it to, you know, be valid. They have to validate this information, right? In order for it to be, the proffer to be valid. Or else they could just, you could be saying, hey, I know who deleted Jimmy Hoffa and I know where the body's at. Well, unless you can produce that body, you know, they're not going to believe you. You just can't lie. So in the case of BOOSIE, these are some things that he could have done. He could have given up more bodies on Marlo Mike, who's already in prison. See, they didn't say the person had to be free. You could give up information on somebody who has passed away. You could give up information on somebody who's doing time. It don't matter. They just want the information, people, so they can clear up their caseload. And here's the thing. It's like it's amnesty for a day. That means if you do a proffer agreement, you could have deleted 100 people and give them all the details about it, all the information, all the weapons, even videos of what you've done, and they cannot use it against you or send you to the penitentiary unless you speak about this stuff on another day other than your proffer agreement. Check your history, people. Bill Cosby did a proffer agreement when he was sent to prison, okay? This is why they had to release Bill Cosby early. When he did a proffer agreement, he admitted to putting these substances and drugging these women and raping them back in the 70s, y'all. The 70s. But they wasn't supposed to use that information, but they did anyway, sent Bill Cosby to prison, and that's why he got released. Don't believe me, don't believe me, go do your own research. We tell no lies. I keep it 1,000 like this $1,000 bill on my chest. You dig what I'm saying? So Boosie's doing proffer agreements about crimes that other people were involved in, that they plan to do, and some that are occurring right now. See, Boosie when in a proffer agreement, Boosie could go point the finger at somebody and say, "Hey man, you need to follow him for 2 days because man, he got them birdies that don't chirp." You dig? And so now the police may not have even known about this person, and now Boosie have given them a name and a face, and now they follow up and they eventually, put a case on somebody and indict them years later. Keefe D did proffer. Keefe D, who's accused of deleting Tupac, he did proffer statements over a period of 2 years, and that's the same thing Boosie did, because Boosie is way too comfortable about going to the federal penitentiary. I'm not worried about that. I'm going to let God sort it out. But let me tell you something, God. I love the Lord. I love the Lord. Our Father, God, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit. But I'm here to tell you, man, look here. When it comes to that courtroom, hey, man, the man upstairs ain't got nothing to do with that. It's that judge. And you being black, unless he has snitched, which I believe he has, he should be getting at least what the BG got, which is 14 years, because he has more points. He has more points than the BG. So in all actuality, he should be getting more time than the BG got. So when you see him come back with a 2-piece, he definitely ain't getting probation or even a 5-piece. Best believe he told on someone to keep himself free. And not only that, he's going to have to do some telling, and he's probably already in the process of doing that to keep Tootie Raww free. See, Boosie, you gotta feel me on this one. Do I think Boosie is a bona fide rat because he wants to be? No, I don't. I believe he's a bona fide rat because he has now got backed into a situation where, he know he could do the time. And you got to remember, man, Boosie is over 40. Boosie's 43 years old. He's not a spring chicken. So doing 15, 16 years, you 60, bro. You not relevant when you get out. But he's doing more of this snitching to help his son out, who's 5'4", 106 pounds, so he don't get violated in the penitentiary. It makes sense. Guys, I could tell you, man, I'm a father. And for those of y'all who are fathers and mothers, you would do the same thing if your child's life was on the line and you had a way to get your child out of going to the federal penitentiary where they're going to be used and abused and turned into somebody's prison wife. But see, and also, like I said, everybody talks that no snitching, but guess what? Like Boosie said himself, if you put 28 eights in a crate and shake them, one gonna break. Well, you was the only one in your crate and you got caught with 2 burners, buddy, and you should never have had that. See, a lot of you rappers and entertainers, you need somebody like me, an advisor, somebody who was in law enforcement, somebody who was in the streets, somebody that knows how to make moves and how to show you how to move the correct way in all forms or fashions. And this is in no way trying to tell nobody how to do anything. See, you guys want to imitate the mob and the mafia and all that. They have something called a consigliere. That's a counselor. That is the person that shows them how to move so they can stay the hell up out of trouble. You got the boss, the underboss, and the consigliere, aka counselor, and that's something that Boosie would have had, because if he had one, that consigliere, that counselor, that advisor would have said, nah, boo, you don't need that in your pocket. Let me hold on to that. There's so many cameras out here. And see, guys, if y'all don't know, man, like what 100 said, this right here is the new wiretap. This right here is a new wiretap. Y'all sit around all these dudes. They got indictments pending over their head, right? They hadn't already signed up to be informants, and y'all sitting right there letting them film y'all, putting them on social media. You letting them, go live around you and post their weapons, post the illegal narcotics, post the money, listen to conversations. All they got to do is hit the record button and stick their phone right here on the counter like most people do, and they done got your whole conversation. This is why you need to stay to yourself and not commit crime. But see, Boosie will be a changed man after he does his time, but I believe he is a rat and he eating a whole lot of cheese, y'all. So I want y'all to drop in the comments if you feel with the information that I've told you, right? And with the information that is by law, meaning, and what information I'm talking about? I'm talking about this federal point system, right? BG had to do 14 years. Point system. Never been to prison. Boosie been to prison and had four felonies before that. That means you get, see, in the feds, you get sentenced right across the board. It goes right across the board. And if you don't think that he should be getting that, hey man, drop it in the comments below. Talk to me, I'll talk back. But y'all gonna see me dropping this content until the day he gets sentenced, and we'll see if he end up at Fort Dix, because he won't. He is going to be at a USP, and due to his points, he may be in Colorado, which is the ADA Supermax. ADA Colorado is where the big boys at. That's where the top of the Aryan Brotherhood is at. The top of LiM, all the top of the DC Blacks, all the top of the top, the heavy hitters. That's where they at, and that's where Boosie going, y'all. But man, I don't want to keep y'all time, man. Hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, man, and hit the like button, man. Let's get 200 likes on this video, and you know the rest, guys. Remember to be blessed. Don't ever get stressed. Make sure you never get finessed, and make sure you getting plenty of rest. And stay the fuck out of trouble.